back to yet another video and my channel, and thank you for watching. So I have been a little MIA just because of school. This has been my hardest and toughest year yet, and it's just been crazy. 20 credit hours has been killing me. So unfortunately my videos were set to the back burner just because I had to get some really good grades for this semester. So since that's all said and done, I am back with you babies, and I'm in my element and I'm doing something that I love, so I'm so excited. So in today's video I'm kind of showing you guys how to get to this super like fall-like vibe in the midst of winter. I don't know about you guys, but it is very wintry feeling here in Cincinnati. So I should have been doing something with blues and silvers, but instead you guys are getting orange and brown. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, then please keep watching. Alright, so we're going to be going in with some NYX Pore Filler, and this is honestly, a lot of you have been asking me about like my favorite drugstore primer, and this is pretty much the one. It's this and Angel Belle by NYX as well, and I just think that they're both great. I would say that this is honestly probably the equivalent to Lorac. It just kind of reminds me of Lorac, and it just goes on so smoothly, and you don't really have to like rub it in a whole bunch. It just kind of spreads. So for eyes today, I am going to be using my NYX Perfect Filter collection, and this is actually a palette that I just picked up 2 or 3 days ago from Ulta. I think it was like $10 or $11, but it's like the perfect drugstore palette, I think, in my opinion, just because it's got like, you know, all your neutrals in it. You know, they've got shimmery ones, matte ones, neutrals. It's just kind of the whole 9 yards. So for a transitional color, I'm going to be picking up this little shade right here and just throwing that on my eye. And I think what I really like about this shade is that it is so neutral that it really just goes with anything. You can wear it, you know, from day to day, or you can use it as like a night color. I have been using for like just going out makeup. I feel like I've just been so rushed this entire like past couple of months that I've really just been kind of wearing like either no shadow and just did my liner and lashes, or I'm just putting on a slight dabble of brown. So really, I haven't been doing my makeup the past couple of months, and I don't like that, so we're changing it. So then I'm gonna go in and pick up this color here, this little darker shade, and that is gonna go into our crease. This is just gonna kind of give us a little bit more depth in our crease and really bring out our eye. And then since I'm just super into orange right now, we are going to head on over to our ColourPop Low Key palette, and this is really just a just 4 colors, and they just kind of go from light to a little bit darker shades of orange, and that's really what I love about this palette. I've had it forever. You can get it on ColourPop.com for a pretty decent price. I think I want to say it's like $12 or $15. It's really not much. So for my lid, I am going to be putting on this lighter orangey shade right here. And this is just going to go all over my lid. A fluffy brush, just because for this look it is going to be a little bit more kind of like an, I don't want to say like an I don't care look, because it's really not, but it's just kind of like a look that, you know, where all the colors kind of come together in the end anyways, so it's not really like they have to be strategically placed. And after you kind of put that color all over your lid, it is going to kind of blend in with your crease. So you can just kind of go back in and just add a little bit more of that brown shade from our NYX palette and just kind of carve that out one more time. If you want like a more defined look. If not, it's not going to ruin the look at all. And next we're going to go in still with our Low Key palette and dabble into this very last shade here. It's like a purple, or it's not purple, goodness gracious. It is a deeper orange, kind of has a little bit of red into it. It's kind of like a perfect burnt orange. And this is just going to go right on our outer lid, outer corner. And I just kind of work this into the crease a tad and kind of out and then down a little bit, just kind of making a really small C. And then going in with a bigger, fluffier blending brush and just kind of blending that in a little bit so it's not so prominent and deep. Actually, my absolute favorite shade out of this small 4 color palette because it's just so dark, but it goes with everything. I feel like you can wear it with really any color: white, black, orange, definitely red. I think I've worn it with yellow a few times. So per usual, I'm going to come back to my lower lash, but we are going to go ahead and go in with our foundation, and I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible Matte Foundation and dabble it everywhere. And I feel like recently, since I've been doing a spray tan once a week, not only am I loving that, but since I feel like I've acquired so many foundations the past, like, I want to say month, because I've been changing them or, you know, adding, kind of mixing colors and stuff, just because my skin is getting darker. But then if I don't go and get a spray tan for maybe like 2 weeks, or if I don't, like if I skip a week or something, I notice that my skin is obviously getting lighter, so I have to use a different foundation. So it's kind of hilarious. I have them kind of set between 2 separate places in my Alex drawers. I have, you know, like one section for like all of my like deeper colors and the other section's like for all my lighter colors, and it's just hilarious to me. But so for concealer, I am going to be using my LA Girl Pro Concealer, and this is in the shade of Porcelain. I feel as if I should acquire different colors, like such as light or light neutral or something along those lines, because I feel like I'm getting a tad light with this, but it's not to the point of where it's noticeable or looks bad yet, so I guess I should just finish using this, finish it off. Here recently, concealer has been my favorite part of my makeup. And I'm not really sure why, but maybe it's because I've been tanning. Well, not tanning, but I've been getting my spray tans, and I think that just being able to kind of highlight my tan a little bit more, it's really just kind of brought out the features in my face, if that makes any sense. But, you know, so that's kind of what's been happening. For some setting powder, I am going to be using my NYX Studio Translucent Powder, and I really need to go and get another one of these. I've been using the Kat Von D one, and that one has been working extremely well for me. I really, really like it. It's just her, the one that's translucent, it's just like a neutral color. I really, really like it. I actually just ordered some more about an hour ago from Sephora. But hers, that just works amazing for me. It works wonders. But this one is definitely my favorite drugstore one. So taking it back to my lower lash line, I am going to be going in with that same crease color that we put in, and this is just going to go right on my lower lash line. And I think my favorite part about my eyes is like putting stuff on my lower lash, because my lower lash just always looks so like just small and minute, and it just looks like it's really just not even there, I feel like. So putting something that kind of brings it out just makes me happy. So we are going to start like right on the lashes, and then once we darken that a little bit, we're going to go back in and just lightly pull it down to kind of create a little bit more of a dramatic lower lash. So for this look, I'm actually not going to be using any eyeliner. I'm not going to do like a wing. I am going to put some in my waterline just to kind of give my eye just a little bit more depth, because we do have darker colors on our eye. So I am going to be going in with my L'Oreal Blackest Black Gel eyeliner and just going to be putting this on my lower lash. Or not my lower lash, I'm sorry, my waterline. Recently, I feel like I've only been wearing eyeliner on my lash line or on my waterline. I haven't really been doing a wing line. And I don't know if that's because I've just been lazy because of school or if it's just because I've actually really just don't want to do it. But either way, I don't know. That's just kind of what I've been doing. So for lashes, I am going to be using my Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara. I am back to this baby. I was using the gifted one for a while. I still really love that one. I just have been using this one for a while, so here we are. And then I'm also just gonna put a little bit of mascara on my lower lash line, on my little baby lashes. My brother is upstairs watching some murder mystery show, and it is the loudest thing ever. I don't know. That's all that I hear. Since we all know that my lashes are pretty non-existent, I'm going to be going in with my Ardell Wispies, and these are a little bit different. I actually have the regular wispies that I use sometimes, so these are the ones that I use pretty much on like a day-to-day basis just because they're so much better for my eye because my eye is just so small. So when I want something that I'm not really like wearing eyeliner, I'm just kind of wearing just for the lashes, I'm going to want something that kind of goes from small to large, which makes it a little bit more full and just makes it a little bit more natural. These, on the other hand, are becoming my new favorite. They look so natural, which that's kind of like what the Ardell Wispies are for. But like right in here, they just, I didn't know if like I was gonna like them or not. So when Ardell had sent them to me, I was like, oh, like I was hesitant about using it. But then once I did, I'm like, I'm so happy that I did because they just look so natural on. So that is what we are going to use today. Now I did have to cut these. I have worn these one time and I had to cut like a good amount of it off. I'd say probably about 1/2 inch of the lashes. I know that that might be like not the actual length that I cut off, but I did have to cut off quite a bit of it just because they were so long. And it's not, I didn't cut it off because like it looked unnatural or weird. It was just because my eye is just so small and it's not elongated, that the inner tip part was supposed to fit in there, but like my inner tip literally came down to like my tear duct. That's like not an exaggerated joke. So that's why I cut it. I haven't had lashes on in like 2 weeks, so it feels pretty nice to have them on. I feel like I need to like bat my eye at people like. And then for a little bit of bronzer, I am going to be using the Alexis by ColourPop bronzer and highlighting palettes. And just going to be adding a little bit of that to warm up my face. And I feel like I just kind of put bronzer absolutely everywhere, just because it just warms up my face so nicely. And why the hell not? Then for a little bit of blush, I am going to go in with my ever so handy, if I can ever get it open, there we go, blush palette from BH Cosmetics, and I usually use this one. Today I think we're going to use this and this, and we're just going to kind of blend those babies together. And then usually for, before I do my highlighter, I will put on setting spray, but I'm going to do that last just because I have a liquid highlighter today. So we are going to be using the L'Oreal LUMI highlighter, and this is in the color of Ice. I have been using these lately just because I haven't been putting on a lot of makeup. So when I go out, I've been just kind of doing like a little bit of just some lotion and a tad bit of bronzer, and my eyes were actually microbladed, so I haven't been doing anything to my eyebrows, and I would just put on my glasses and put on a little bit of highlighter and go. So I haven't been doing much, so yeah, so I've been using this one a lot more like recently, and it has become an absolute favorite of mine. And a lot of people have been asking me like how to apply the liquid liner. or the liquid highlighter. It's actually, I think it's much easier than a regular highlighter just because it just kind of works with my skin a little bit more. And how I do it is I always apply it like with my finger first and then go in with a beauty blender and just kind of dabble in. And then sometimes with makeup, I mean, it just gets mucky. So sometimes, like if I kind of see like a little bit of out of place something, like I'll just go back in with my ring fingers and just kind of lightly slide it through and just kind of go in circular motions. I'm a person that doesn't really like my highlighter in one specific spot. I mean, vicinity and range is kind of more important to me. So I'm okay if like the big C doesn't really, you know, go. I just kind of want it to be very, very natural looking, which is why I do it that way. So then I'm going to be going in with my Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day setting spray. And this is in the scent of lavender. And then for a little bit of lipstick, I am going in with Sedona by Gerard Cosmetics. And this is actually one of my absolute favorite colors right now just because it's so fall-like. Even though we are not in fall in Cincinnati, we are most definitely in winter. I'm just feeling some fall vibes today, so that's what we're going with. And voila! So this is how to get this super like fall inspired but it's winter kind of vibe going on here. I am taking requests on my blog through email and on my YouTube channel today actually, so if you guys have something that you have been wanting me to do or you want to see, just go ahead and put them in the comments or put them on my blog or something below and I will be sure to execute those for you guys. So let me know what you guys want to see and until next time.